In the small, wind-bitten town of Silver Ridge, Montana, Elias Kane lived an ordinary life until the night of the blood moon. The sky burned crimson, and strange sensations began coursing through his body. His hearing sharpened, his pulse raced, and his reflection flickered with something primal. After being ambushed by masked hunters calling him the heir of the Wolf King, Elias was saved by a woman named Lyra, who seemed to know him before they even met. Confused and terrified, he followed her deep into the forest, where she revealed a chilling truth. His family's blood wasn't human. As the moonlight touched his skin, the shape of a wolf's shadow rippled beneath him. That night, Elias realized his destiny had already begun, and the world he thought he knew was just the surface of something far older and more dangerous. Elias woke with burning veins and a mark glowing faintly beneath his collarbone. The symbol resembled a wolf encircled by flames, the mark of Fenrir. Lyra explained that the ancient prophecy spoke of this very sign. When the last heir awakens, balance shall be broken. Fear turned into disbelief as Elias listened, torn between logic and instinct. Lyra told him of the Silver Dominion, a secret order sworn to erase his kind, believing that the rise of the heir would bring chaos to mankind. Their hunters had already begun closing in on Silver Ridge. With every passing night, Elias's strength grew, but so did his rage and hunger. The prophecy was no longer a myth. It was his curse, and soon, the world would come to know his name, either as savior or destroyer. The pine forests of Montana began whispering his name. Creatures stirred where silence once reigned. Elias's senses grew sharper, but his humanity faltered. He could hear heartbeats from miles away and smell fear on the wind. When his transformation took hold, he accidentally attacked Riley, his closest friend, during a moment of uncontrollable fury. Horrified, Elias fled into the deep woods, desperate to understand what he was becoming. There, he encountered Elder Corvin, a grizzled shapeshifter who had once served the Wolf King. Corvin tested him ruthlessly, teaching him how to fight, track, and control his inner beast. Power without restraint destroys the one who wields it, Corvin warned. But Elias could feel something darker inside him, an ancient wrath waiting to rise. Determined to uncover the truth behind his father's death, Elias and Lyra tracked whispers of a government-funded operation known as Project Silver. Their investigation led them beneath the Yellowstone Caverns, where they discovered the Dominion's hidden facility. Behind glass walls, supernatural beings, wolves, hybrids, and other creatures, were imprisoned and experimented on. Each one bore the same glowing mark that Elias carried. When alarms blared, they fought their way through waves of Dominion soldiers. Amid the chaos, Elias found a file revealing a devastating truth. His father, the Wolf King, had been betrayed by someone within their own pack, a friend turned traitor. That night, the prophecy deepened in meaning. It wasn't just about power. It was about vengeance, legacy, and a truth buried by human greed that Lyra's secret unraveled like moonlight through fog. She confessed she had once been the guardian of the Luna Queen, Elias's mother, who vanished the night he was born. Guilt haunted her eyes as she revealed a message hidden in the Queen's locket. The heir brings not destruction, but renewal. The prophecy had been twisted by fear and power-hungry men. Elias finally understood his true mission, not to conquer humanity, but to unite both worlds before the final eclipse. The balance between man and beast was collapsing, and if he failed to restore it, extinction would come for them all. For the first time, hope flickered within him. The curse he bore was also a calling, one that demanded sacrifice, courage, and the rebirth of a kingdom lost to time. Silver Ridge burned under moonlight as the Dominion unleashed its synthetic alphas, creatures built in laboratories to mimic true wolves but stripped of soul and mercy. Elias led a desperate stand alongside Lyra and Corvin, fighting to protect both humans and wolves from annihilation. The battle raged in the forest, claws against steel, blood against fire. Elias faced General Harker, the Dominion's ruthless leader, whose blade was forged from lunar silver. In a brutal duel, Harker fell, but not before whispering a truth that shattered Elias's resolve. Your father lives in the shadows you fear most. Shocked and torn, Elias realized his journey was far from over. The war beneath the moon was only the beginning of something far greater, the awakening of a forgotten king. Driven by that haunting revelation, Elias journeyed with Lyra and Corvin to the ruins of Blackwood Fortress, once the heart of the Wolf King's domain. The place reeked of sorrow and old power. In its depths, Elias found his father, not dead but cursed. The once great Wolf King was now a monstrous figure trapped between life and death, his eyes glowing with both pride and pain. He had sealed himself away to prevent the prophecy's premature rise. Elias knelt before him, torn between love and duty. His father's voice echoed like thunder. To break the curse, you must become what I could not, the bridge between worlds. The choice was clear: embrace his full power or lose everything. As the total lunar eclipse blanketed the world in red, Elias performed the ancient rite of the Moonheart. Power surged through his veins, merging man and beast into one perfect harmony. His father's curse shattered, freeing the Wolf King's spirit, but at the cost of Elias's humanity. With Lyra beside him, he led the united clans against the Dominion in one final, thunderous battle. When dawn broke, the Silver Dominion was destroyed, and peace returned to Silver Ridge, though many lives were lost. Elias stood on the mountain ridge, the wind howling through his golden eyes. The prophecy had been fulfilled, not in fire, but in unity. As he walked into the forest, his final whisper echoed through the trees. The king is reborn, and the world will remember.